My venture into black paper began when I was asked to do a workshop using black paper, and as I had never used it before, my first need was to research black papers that I could either get hold of and to see the reviews on them. So the paper that came out with excellent reviews is Strathmore Art Again, and this is coal black. It's 400 series acid free and the weight is 160 GSM, which is quite light, but it works well. And I was really happy with this purchase. In fact, I really like this paper. And it comes in two sizes in Australia, the 18 by 12 and the 9 by 12, which is roughly A4. So even though it's a lightweight, it's quite smooth, but as you can see, it's excellent for fur. So I use quite a sharp pencil, and I've found with polychromos as well, being a slightly transparent coloured pencil, they work really well on this paper. So we're going to take a look at some samples of different processes, but what I found too, even though I've got a sort of the burnt ochre here, it will take a bit of light colour over the top, which is quite interesting and nice. So I want that just a little bit lighter. That will work well. So another option for black paper that worked really well was using pastel matte. So this originally was the anthracite, which is the darkest grey, and I found it not dark enough or black enough for my purpose. So I used two very light layers of acrylic paint over the top. It's got to be light so that the tooth remains. You could also use India ink or experiment with some other materials. And I think one of the advantages with black paper, and this was using purely a white polychromo pencil, is that, and we'll talk about it a bit more, when selecting your image, you can use areas that are lost in the shadows, and it's a bit understated, and that is why I love using the black paper. It makes me look at my reference images in a different way. So that is another option. So pastel matte worked really well. It doesn't look black in the video, as black as it is, but I can guarantee it's very black. When using erasers on black paper, I use my usual process of using the kneadable eraser first. I found sometimes using a white vinyl eraser, especially if it's dirty like this, it can leave a bit of a white scuff mark. So ideally, you can get these black erasers. This one's Faber-Castell, and they're brilliant because they don't leave any mark. Tombow works well, and the electric razor works well. So I'll just do a little demo here. The kneadable will always gently use that first to get pigment off, surface pigment off. The black eraser is lovely, does a really good job. And the Tombow works quite well, but always keep it clean. It'll get that. You can see it does leave a bit of a white dust there. Just get rid of that. If this again, keep the end clean, and that works really well. But you can see how it leaves that tiny little bit of a shiny spot. So this is when you can just go over that gently again with the black eraser. I prefer to use the black. I think it works really well on the black paper.